Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of some building with Jerm. How's everybody doing today? In the last episode, we did a bit more work on the castle here, did a bunch of terraforming around the area, and got started on our little storage building over here. And in today's episode, I would like to do a bit of work getting started on some of the layout on the inside here. And I'll probably end up moving over all my materials from the house over there into here, but that'll be off camera, obviously. And then get to work on the mine here. And this is gonna take a lot of work and a lot of time. So that's probably gonna be the majority of what we do today. As you can see, I have set up the beacon. I've gathered up enough materials. I actually went out and found an ore vein, an iron ore vein, so I could do this. I found enough. Oh, and I've also changed the texture of iron blocks. But yeah, I found enough and set up the beacon here so I could dig all this out. And we'll definitely be making use of this over at the mine for sure. All right, so let's go ahead and just get straight into this. We're gonna go ahead and fix up this front wall here. So let's start by filling in these gaps here. We're just gonna go ahead and copy that front part right to here with all the note blocks. All right, then we'll go ahead and fill in this wall up here, strip those, of course. And then we're gonna fill in the rest of the gaps down here with a mix of regular deep slate or cobble deep slate and deep slate bricks. I gotta say, I think the deep slate might be my new favorite block in the game, at least for right now. I imagine once 1.9 or 1.19 comes out, we get all those new wood blocks. That's probably gonna take the lead. But for right now, it's definitely deep slate. But okay, yeah, that looks good. That's a good starting point. Next thing we're gonna do, we are gonna swap out the floor, the entire floor, with a mix of cobbled deep slate and regular deep slate. Can you tell? Can you tell my favorite block is deep slate? Man, I am probably using deep slate just a little bit too much in these builds, but like I said, I can't get enough of it right now. I love it. But yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and randomly mix in all of these blocks together. And it's gonna look a little something like this, but I don't wanna tear out, well, I got all this stuff over here right now, so I don't wanna mess with that. And it'll definitely look a lot better once we get it all filled out the entire floor, I think. But yeah, this is kind of the idea we're gonna go with. So now I wanna go ahead and throw some pillars in here, and we're gonna use the note block as the base like we have over here as well. But we're gonna go 2 out, put 1 here, then 4 out, put 1 there. And then the next one is gonna be 5 out, but the beacon is in the way. So we'll just focus on this area for now, and I can do the other stuff off camera. And actually, let's go ahead and put another one here, and this one will be covered. So let's just put a cobblestone block. And then of course, we'll fill this all in with cobbled deep slate like so. There we go. We'll put a stripped log here and here, boom, boom. And we're gonna go up 5 blocks with these. Okay, there we go. Kind of starting to get the idea of what the shape is gonna be maybe. Now we're gonna come up with the oak wood. And we're just gonna place it all along here, and we're gonna strip it all. And we're gonna do this on every block staircasing up. Okay, we're gonna go ahead now, and actually we didn't even need to put these in here. I'm gonna actually just take them right back. We're gonna come back here and wait a minute, what am I supposed to do here? Okay, you know what, I screwed this up. This is all gotta be pushed back 1 block, this entire ceiling area. Okay, there we go. Now this is looking right. Now we do have to put these stripped logs back over here. There we go. And now we're going to come across with logs right here and not here, but we'll do that for the rest of the stalls. Every time there's a pillar here, we're going to do a stripped log like that. And slabs on top of that. And then we're going to do stairs, 1, 2, 3, going up like that. And then same thing on this side here. And then you know what, let's go ahead and build the opposite pillars here real quick because we're gonna have a little archway in the middle that I wanna be able to build. So we're gonna go ahead, we'll use filler blocks over on this side, but we're gonna do spruce wood like this here, and obviously we'll have stripped oak logs along here for the ceiling. You know, we can just put these along here just so you can get the idea. But then we're gonna do a slab in the middle here and then fence gates, boom, 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 and boom, just like that. And there we go. That is what it's looking like. Actually, no, hang on, I forgot one more detail. We need to go up 1, 2, 3 and then do 2, nope, not that, 2 trapdoors like this, 2 trapdoors like this, and then we'll do 1, 2 slabs like that. But this one over here, it's gonna be 5 wide, so we'll do 3, and then that way we can have a lantern hanging from the middle of it. I'll probably show you guys either later in the episode or in the next episode what it all looks like normally with all the chests in it. But yeah, this is what it's looking like right now. And actually, I feel like we should have something over here. Maybe just that? I don't know. Or maybe we do that. That doesn't look good. I don't know. I don't know what to do there. Okay, we'll just leave it empty for now. We'll try to figure out something to do there later on. But yeah, I think that's a good start. Like I said, obviously, I'll do all the rest of this off camera, just expanding it all the way down and then throwing in all the chests in here. But yeah, good start. Good start, I think. All right, I've gone ahead and moved the beacon over here to the mine entrance. And I've done a little bit of digging so far. Here is what the size is going to look like. No. I'm just kidding. It is going to be way, way bigger. We're going to go up to about there-ish. Way above this dirt for sure. So we got a lot of digging to do. We're going to have it come way back in here too. Like about where that dirt block is there, that's where the front of the build is going to be. So we got to dig all of this out and back. So I'm going to get to work. I'm going to get to work on digging. And actually, you know what? I should probably start from the top. But I'm going to get to work on that and we'll be back in a couple days. All right, we're back and I have done a bunch of work. As you can see over here, I have dug out this entire, well, not this entire mountain, but I've dug out a huge section of this mountain. And I did this on a live stream the other day on Monday, I think it was. We streamed for about 2 hours and it took pretty much the entire 2 hours to dig all this out. But since then, I've done a little bit of work smoothing out the cliffside around here. Obviously needs a lot more work still. It looks pretty plain, but I think this is a pretty good start. Also built out the terrain a little bit here, so we have a little bit more of a gradual slope leading up into it. And yeah, like I said, I think it is a good start. But once I finished up doing all that, I wasn't ready to stop playing Minecraft. I was still really into the game at that time. So I came back over here and decided to start expanding out the storage building that we started working on a little bit ago. And I've gone ahead and moved everything over from my original house and we are already almost out of space. But luckily we can expand this quite a ways further. We do have the skeleton spawner right over here. Okay, we still got a little ways to go here. But that is like right in line with where this is going. So we may have to figure out what to do with that once we get there. We'll probably just incorporate it into the build somehow. Have like some pathways going around it or something, but like I said, we can figure that out once we get there. You can see over here though, I added in, well, here's all our wood types right here, besides the crimson and warped. But I've left plenty of empty spaces in case we get more. I know we're getting one wood type in the 119 update, but in case we get more, I got plenty of space here for those. And guys, seriously, I cannot wait for 119 snapshots. I need them now. Please, Mojang, drop them right now. No, we can wait a little bit. We got a lot of work to do around here before we get into those snapshots. But now what I want to do, let's go ahead, let's actually get a little bit of a closer look up here. So we're gonna have, you can kind of see the shapes that we're gonna have here for the entrance. There's gonna be windows here. This is gonna be a little walkway out into the, well, just to look over the area. There's going to be another window up there. And by windows, I just mean big open holes in the wall. We're not going to have glass in them or anything. But then this is going to be the entrance. And it's going to be carved out a little bit more. You can see I started carving out the walls a little further. It's going to be very big and very grand. And we are going to expand this like crazy. This is going to be a huge open room. Because we have this giant mountain here. It goes like a couple hundred blocks that way. So might as well take up all the room we got, right? Yeah, we'll have a big open room. We'll actually probably have a staircase going down a little bit here at the start and then big open room. And then from there, we're going to have staircases going off either direction down into some strip mines. Oh, wonderful. It started raining. Okay. Well, that's okay. I'm going to go ahead and gather up the materials that we're going to need to build this thing. I just wanted to come back and give you a little bit of a progress update. And then we'll come back and start doing some work on the actual build. All right, we're back. And I've gathered up a lot of the materials that we're going to need. I don't know if I have enough deep slate, but I've got most of everything else that I'm going to need. So let's go ahead and actually just get started on this. So first off, I gotta start off by filling in this little hole that I just cut out because there was a bunch of coal here, so I wanted to grab it. But okay, here we go. So we're gonna do a small section of this together just so you get an idea of the palette. Okay, there's another hole there I gotta fill in really quick. Hang on a second. All right, there we go. So let's go ahead. We are gonna go in and we are gonna just line the bottom of this to start off with. We're gonna line it with this polished deep slate. Just like this, and we're gonna come over to like that on the inside, on the end, and then the texturing is gonna be very similar to the castle. I can't really see it without walking all the way out there, but we're gonna have a lot of like really streaky textures because I want it to look like it's been here for a long time, and I think that is a really good way of doing that. So we're just gonna go in with deep slate, and it's gonna be really hard to explain why I'm doing this the way I am other than just showing you, but you know what, maybe this was a bad idea. Maybe this was a bad idea trying to show it on camera, but we're gonna do a little bit of it at least. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to do this on camera, but yeah, here is kind of the idea. You get the main picture here. So starting with the darkest block, which is the gray concrete, then we go down in gray wool into gray concrete powder. And then in a lot of spots, we go from that into deep slate flipped on its side like this, and then deep slate like this, as you can see right here, and then cobble deep slate after that. And I kind of did that upside down, but I think you should get the idea, hopefully. And then to add a little bit of structure to it, we're going to add in these polished deep slate bricks, and then some, polished deep slate, and then some deep slate bricks. Got it? Got it. I think you guys should get it. Hopefully you guys understand. But you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do a time lapse of this build because we can't really make any other content out of it, unfortunately. So let's go ahead and jump into that right now. Take a step back, and oh, there it is. Oh man, that looks so sick. Oh man, I love that. This thing turned out so good. This is inspired by, I think it's called Erebor from Lord of the Rings or The Hobbit. It's like a greenish building in The Hobbit, but I decided to make it deep slate to add it, or to fit in with our area here. And man, it turned out so good. I think I love it. Yeah, oh man, I love this. I absolutely love this. It's feeling a little empty around this area, a little weird with all the stone and stuff though. So I think what we're gonna do is add in, I would like to try to add in like some stripes of tuff, I think, just to kind of make it look like layered stone, like it was all actually dug out and stuff, you know? And then maybe, I had an idea to put a custom ore vein. Like you see generated in the world now with copper and iron, but maybe have one like wrapping around in through here, through this little, like, I don't know, this little gap here. I think that could be cool, but let's go ahead and add in the last detail that I want to add really quick. So we're going to put 2 campfires here and 2 campfires here, and I think that's going to look pretty cool. But let's also go ahead and maybe clear this out a little bit and put a torch here and on the other side here. Now all this stone back here is going to be cleared out like way back. I don't really have any specific plans yet, but I would like to clear this entire inside area out to be just massive. I think I kind of explained it a little bit in the beginning of the episode, but let's just jump off. Yeah, I think it's going to be way bigger in here than it is now. Yeah, there we go. That is it. That looks so sick, especially with it lit up in the background. You know what? Let's try out some shaders maybe. Okay, it's a little bit framey. BSL does not work so well with Iris, it seems like, but yeah, that looks pretty cool. It's not as orange as I would like it to be, the lights, but still pretty cool looking. Ooh, there we go. That's more like what I was looking for. This is complementary shaders, but yeah, still very, very sick. Okay, so now what I would like to do, first of all, I want to kind of lay out this road here winding down through the hill. And this is something that I'll do off camera because this is pretty boring. But it would be nice to actually get this road connected around here too and get it connected up to the blacksmith. But maybe we could try to decorate this place a little bit. Adding in the tuff that I talked about, adding in the ore vein, and then maybe just add like some piles of ores out here because I do have a bunch of ore. Raw ore over in the storage area, so maybe we can get into that too. But you know what, let me go ahead and clean up all this mess, and then we'll be back in just a minute and start working on this stuff together. Alright, so I've got the road started here because I want to do a little bit of detailing around here, but let's start doing a little bit of detailing around here. And you know what, let's start by doing a couple of barrels of like ores maybe. You know what could be cool is some wagons out here with some ores. Do I have the stuff to do that? I don't really. So let's just start with some little like bundles of ore or something like that. Maybe we can do some oak trapdoors, and then if I fortune this, then we'll get some of this raw ore, and then we can make some blocks out of that. Perfect amount. And we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just stuff like that. I think stuff like that is going to be pretty cool. And then we can have even bigger piles, just not even like tied up like that. I think that would be a pretty cool look to have around here with all kinds of ores. I really want to get rid of this granite because it's looking a little bit ugly and out of place. So let's break all this up. And let's just replace it with a little bit of tuff, maybe. A mix of tuff and regular stone. And maybe we can kind of do that ore vein type idea that I was talking about earlier. Could be, how do we do this? Don't want to do every block, but want to kind of have it spread throughout a little bit. Yeah, I think this is going to look cool. Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. If we added a bunch, maybe have another one going up this way and maybe meeting up even in the middle. Maybe have some coming from the top. I think that could be pretty cool. My original idea was to have them like horizontal, but I think this might actually look better. You know what, let me go ahead. I'm going to do this a bunch more throughout this place, and then we'll come back and take a look at it together. Okay, here we go. I think this is going to look pretty cool. Let's step back and take a look at it. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, I don't know if I like that one, that horizontal line there. But the rest of this, that's pretty cool. That is pretty cool, I think. And maybe we can add like some scaffolding around this spot and some more piles of raw ore like that. But that's a pretty cool idea, I think. I think I like that. So I'll have to do that a little bit more throughout the area, especially up in this spot here. Maybe a little bit up there, but I don't want to, I mean, if I get up that far, it's going to be never ending. Just keep going up the mountain. So maybe this is as high as we go on this side, but definitely need to add some on this side for sure. But I think that's all I wanted to get done for this area for today. I was kind of thinking maybe trying to do a little bit of work in here, but I gotta just hollow this entire area out pretty much. For the ideas that I want to do, we're definitely going to have to clear this place out. And I don't have anything planned for the interior. So I'm going to have to kind of work out some ideas on my own before we get into that. But I think we got a really, really good and really cool start for this build. But yeah, that is going to do it. Hopefully you guys did enjoy it. If you did, make sure to leave a like. And I will see you all in the next episode. Goodbye.